So can you just quickly introduce yourself and what exactly project you are working on right now in your company?
Hi, this is Satish here. I'm having around of 5 years in experience in IT, totally in tech years from the last 4.5 years. Majorly one in the automation activity. I am having good exposure to automation and tools and technology. I'm having much comfortable with different automation tool approach like hybrid automation and very good exposure on the scalable model. I have to use Selenium Java and good exposure and on certain like engineering and TestNG. I'm very good exposure to CI tool and Jenkins. I am very good exposure to tool like Neon. It's all about me.
So can you tell me how much experience do you have in, like, since you have 5 years of experience in IT, so how much experience you have in automation and how much in manual?
Automation is experience the 4.5 and manually experience the less is 6 months only in the starting job.
Okay. So you got better opportunity in automation, so you directly move after 6 months in the automation.
Because the coding skill is good, then will be is the.
Okay. So what project do you work right now in your company? Can you just elaborate something and what you test exactly in that?
Kind of project is the CRM tool.
Okay.
Right. I'm working as a senior tester.
Okay.
Okay. Daily routine is the Scrum meeting on daily routine under 10 and I daily basis routine the how identify the test cases will be automated. If the scenario where less one this test is the testing is again then you will be script the XML file like a smoke testing is the provider change manager. Basically the CRM tool I am working as a business using the hybrid framework.
Okay, so my question is like you are a senior tester, so you are reporting some lead or directly to the manager?
But senior tester directly not reporting as a manager, but handle one team member guys there.
Okay, so you manage team also, like there are junior tester also there, right?
Right.
So can you tell me one thing, like so you are managing few junior tester, we can say that. So if you have assigned some task to them, okay, and they are not ready to do that. I mean, you have assigned 10 tasks and they have completed only 5, and rest 5 they don't want to do, and they are very slow in that thing. So how do you manage, like how you get this task done by them?
Actually, I'm not getting a clear question, but I got a question. If in case then will be work on these 10 cases, if will I manage the all team, all member, and my colleague, profile member, they will be distribute the create the automated test cases. Hardly ever if any issue is urgently, then we will be create the vice cell.
Okay. So you are using agile methodology or waterfall, or what kind of model you are using in your company?
Agile methodology.
So suppose you are involved in agile methodology, right? So how you pick the automation ticket, like based on what criteria you pick the automation ticket?
Using the agile method, build the automation. When is the developer team is build any application?
Okay.
Then will be set up the job for Jenkins.
Yeah, that's fine. What my question is like, suppose you are following agile methodology, right? So every two weeks of one sprint will be there, right? I'm
Right,
just
right.
guessing. Yeah.
Right.
So your scrum master or the product owner who give you the task to, hey, Satish, this thing you have to automate this thing, or you have to pick this ticket for the automation. Like who assign you the task for this thing? Like you just automate this ticket.
But is a Scrum Master is like just a Scrum meeting. Then you will be assigned today what is the work, and if the assign the ticket with JIRA, then I will
Okay.
work the same.
Okay. So how you decide like if you got some ticket and your manager asks you to automate this particular ticket. So how you decide whether it will be automated or not?
How just I got the from JIRA ticket, then I will work and same update on the JIRA also. Then
No,
will
no.
be
That I understood, but suppose I am your manager, okay, and I just gave you one ticket, develop one module, and I just gave you ticket, like Satish, you want to automate this thing. So how do you approach the ticket whether it should be automated or not? It can be automated or it cannot be automated. So how you decide like this factor?
okay. First of all, identify the which area you will automate it. Then
Okay.
will be clear. Then will be decide. Then will be sent a team lead which area will be identified, and then you will automate it. So that go ahead with the automated once they clear the approval from team member and manager also.
But which area do you see? Like if I give you some functionality, then there might be some factors, right? So based on that, you decide like we can go ahead with the automation on this or not.
Sometime it changes the any functionality, then will be use the regression testing, and some is urgent on these cases is the quantity testing.
No, I didn't get that exactly. Can you just repeat this once again?
Some time is like you say got the testing by team, then we'll decide what area will the automated. Then once they identify, then will be send the team or a manager which will identify this area. Then will be execute. So after approval from manager goes ahead, then will be automated.
Yeah, Satish, I understood, completely understood. But my question again, you have not answered. Like, let me answer you. Like, I just asked you, like, if you get the ticket and you have to automate, so what factors do you think about, and then you will go ahead with the automation. So you will see, first of all, the test cases is somewhere it is repeated or not. It is a part of regression or not, right? So that thing, how much complexity of that particular module or the ticket is. So these are the factors where you can, just first of all analysis or study on this, and then you can go ahead with the decision like you are able to automate or not. So I just want this terminologies like you will work on the functionality, how the complex functionality is, whether this particular test case is a part of regression or not, or maybe something else. So these factors you just have to mention if somebody asks you this question, like how do you decide whether we have to automate particular test case or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now you have used any JavaScript web-based application?
Yes, Java script and Java, right?
Yes, JavaScript. Yeah. So yeah, so if you have to automate something, so JavaScript based application, what kind of tool you will use for automation? Like for normal web application, most of the time we use for Selenium and Java things, right? Selenium
Right.
web
Right.
driver. Yeah.
Right.
So as you maybe know that like for the JavaScript based application or Angular based application, we have a web driver IO or Protractor, right?
Right, right, right. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, so that's what I'm asking actually. Like for the JavaScript based application, what you will pick the automation tool.
JavaScript based application. Uh, I think you can use any site is a different language, then use the. Also repeat the question.
No, I have repeated I have already given the answer as well. Like I want.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. So what I ask you, like for the JavaScript based or Angular based application, which automation tool you gonna use? So it's Protractor or WebDriver IO or maybe something else, right?
So the driver also is the available in the driver is like a Chrome, IO, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Explorer, IO, limited driver and IO phone driver. There is a lot of driver is available. You can automate these things which you want to use this browser.
Yes. So my question is like, do you heard any news about the Protractor? It is still in the market, or it is going to down, or I mean, there is something currently a news going on for the Protractor. So have you heard any news about it?
Okay, right now using the mostly the Google Chrome browser and Mozilla browser.
No, no. My question is like, I'm asking about like, have you heard any news about the Protractor tool?
Prospective tool.
Protractor.
Protected tool.
Okay, no problem. Let me answer. I know this is not something related to the question answer base, but still I just involved because since you have a 5 years of experience, so that sometime we should also aware about this what's going on around, right? So Protractor is a tool which we use for the Angular and the JavaScript based application. And right now the Google decided to end this Protractor tool for the development thing. So maybe after a few months, then a Protractor tool is no longer available in the market for us as a software tester to test the Angular based or the JavaScript based application. So this is the news actually going on right now on the market about the Protractor. So that
right.
yes, so that's what I just wanted to know that like, have you heard any news about the Protractor?
No, I will learn. I will learn this.
No problem. Yeah, I just want like as a tester, we should also know about the what's going on, which tools and the technology right now in the market.
In the market,
Yeah.
you should know, right?
Yes, yes, that's very important. So no problem. These are the basics, or I mean the general question till now I have asked. So I'm asking some manual question as well. So you are comfortable, right?
I'm also Java and TestNG are compatible, no issue, because
yeah. So I will start with the manual and then come with Selenium, Java, TestNG, everything. No problem. Okay. So I will ask one or two question about the manual testing. Don't worry. So have you heard the ad hoc testing?
Ad hoc testing is a testing is a type is the again to again tester team is testing is the function crash is not a crash is working. So that's why use the ad hoc testing.
So is there any documentation involved in ad hoc testing?
Yes, using the is a testability matrix using the ad hoc testing, then it will be used.
No, if you are saying the documentation is required, then the answer is wrong. Because what is the difference then the ad hoc testing and the normal testing you do? Because in normal testing you mostly document everything, write the test case, note down every step and everything you have documenting, right? But in ad hoc testing you are not documenting anything. Okay. So you are also not writing any test step, just to suppose you while doing ad hoc testing, if you found some bug or defect, okay, so you are not going to document everything. You just gonna
Okay.
report this thing
You
to the
only
developers.
okay. You only check. Only check.
Yes, yes. No problem. I will not ask the manual question. Huh? Uh, so since right now on which framework you are working on, web based or something else?
Is a framework is hybrid framework.
Okay.
Uh,
So can you tell me about something on the hybrid framework? What exactly and how someone can use it?
Hybrid framework is mainly the right folder is the SRC name Java
Mm-hmm.
and SRC test Java and also the label is the package according the main Java is the base class package is the
Okay.
base class Java and the configuration package and third is the which side is the pages of the which were tested. Then is a util and test package is a fun is the test which side is the one to the page test. Then is the created according to your project. Then you use the TestNG for
Yeah,
the
that's
report and
fine. So you said like hybrid framework you are using. So
right.
do you not use page object model something?
Yes, yes, I'm familiar with page model object.
Yes. So that is the main point, while explaining the framework.
Okay,
Uh,
okay,
yeah, no problem. So you are using Java, right?
right.
Okay. So can you tell me, Java is a platform independent or dependent?
Java is the platform independent.
Okay.
Variant is a dependent platform.
Okay. So, okay, that's fine. So can you tell me what all the collection framework is? What are the interfaces involved and what are the classes involved?
Is a class and interface, combination of the class and interface.
Okay.
Use the store of the data in object form.
Mm-hmm.
Then you, all the manipulation in object form. Is the call is the collection. Collection and collection is
So
the
collection itself is an interface or class?
collection is the interface. Collections is the class.
Okay. So what we do with the help of collections class?
Uh, class collection is the interface.
Okay.
And then user is the class is the so list and set and
Yeah, no. That's fine. There is two things in collections. So one is collection and another one is collections, which contain
right,
S in the last. Okay.
right, got your point.
Yeah.
Collect,
So
collect.
what collections, which is a class, so what exactly it do? Like, can you tell me one example? What
Okay.
all methods
Collection,
are there?
collection is provide the manipulation like is suppose collection dot reverse collect
Okay.
and collection dot something
Sort.
delete value. Is a like a method we use to manipulate the data.
Yes, right now you are in the correct direction. Before that, you are explaining the collection interface and that class thing. Okay. So I just ask you the collection interface. So can you just list down the few class names in the collection interface?
Collection is interface class is list set and queue and also is the not part of is the map also is the map is the yeah and
So
list
so list set are the interface or collection? It is again like what it is.
mm, I some is a little bit confusion. Collection is the interface, and list is the
List. So yeah, no problem, no problem. Do
array
not
list
hurry.
is I know how it is. Collection is the interface, and list is DQ is the writing also is the interface, and just array list is a class, and list is a class is the
Yes,
uh,
yes.
uh, uh,
Yeah, you are in the right direction. So no
uh,
problem. It's little bit of confusion, but yeah. So list set, these are the interface again, and inside that list interface you have array list and linked list. These are the classes which comes under the list interface, and then we have hash set. Okay, so these things are comes under set interface.
set interface.
Yeah. So no problem. It's just a hierarchy. You just go through it once, so you should not get confused. Okay.
Okay,
So can you tell me which version of Java you are using right now? So writing the script and all, you are using the Java, right? So what version you are using?
right now I'm using the version 1.9.
1.9.
Right.
Okay. So can you tell me what all features it is there in the Java 8 version 1.8?
Something changes a little interface and section interface changes.
Okay.
Interface changes is like a interface only has the stack method, but Java since 8 and 9 will be changed also static and default and also private method. And lambda expression will be available on the
Yes. Yeah.
is
So in the interface before that, you are not able to create the body in the interface, but from the Java 8 version, you are able to create the interfaces body also. And as you mentioned, lambda expression, we have stream API are there, so these things are introduced in Java 8 version.
yes, yes.
Yeah, no problem. Also, can you tell me what is the current version, latest version in market for the Java is going on?
Current current version Java is stable version is right at 10 as a 10, but version is a 15 I think 16.
Yes, yeah. On the 16th of March only, the 16th version is got released. Yeah, before that 16 March it was 15th only. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so do you heard the this concept like called try with resources?
Try it resources.
Yes.
No.
So you heard try catch, right?
Right now. People
Okay.
ask me about try it.
Okay. So uh, let me just answer one thing, then I will ask you. Try with resource is something where you are in the try block itself on the like you are you will write try and open bracket and close bracket. Inside that bracket you are going to write all the things related to the connections. Okay. So this is something introduced in Java, try with resources, so that anything if you are creating the connection or establishing the database thing, okay, so you have to close the connection as well. But with the help of try with resources, you are not bothered about closing the connection. Your try with resource functionality will do that internally. This thing. So this is the thing with the try with resources we can do.
Uh, Try when using the try block, then associate with the using the type block, and also the write the what type of the exception will be declared.
Yes.
Will be used.
So can you tell me what is the base exception, like the super exception?
Throwable is the base exception of the class, and then Right
And
now
what
there is
is the super of throwable?
super of Revit object.
Okay, yeah, great. So can you tell me one more question about the Java? So suppose you have set, okay, you
Uh,
have defined one set, and you just have to convert that set into the list. So how can you do that? You have to convert the set into list.
is the is the is the function of the is the function of the is the function of the set use the convert the array list.
Sorry.
We can use the use of the array method convert to the array list function, array list data.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can you name them? What is the name exactly? And where you can find that method?
Uh, right now I'm not, but if I will use this method.
So let me tell you the simple way. Suppose I have set, okay, I have to convert into the list. So what I will do, I will create the object of hash set, okay. So
Right, huh? Okay,
yeah.
huh?
So
And
once, yeah.
put the and add the data and headset.
Yes, so once I put the data in the hash set, and then that object what I have created for hash set, that I'm going to put in the array list. So I will create one object for the array list as well. So the syntax will be like that: the list, and whatever the type we can specify, like it will be string or the integer or anything. Then the object equals new array list, and inside the bracket I can pass the object of set. Okay, so you just have to pass the object of set into the array list. Then we can say that like you are successfully converted that set value to into the list value.
Okay, it's a simply like create the set and then object use the to get the array list, also use the those these objects
Object
also
of
in array
hash
list.
set, yes, into the array list.
Then automatically will be added.
Yes, yeah, you
Okay,
need
then
to,
you receive a confusion.
yeah, this will easily call the constructor of array list, and all the thing will be taken care internally. So you will be able to successfully convert the set into list.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Let's move to some Selenium questions. Okay. So can you tell me what is the headless browser, and can you name one headless browser also?
Which type browser? HTML?
Headless, HEADLESS, headless browser.
I think headless browser is the unit HTML unit. I got in headless browser.
Yes, yeah. So what exactly it do?
Because it's not work as a browser, not work not as a work as browser, and not working as a basic browser. That's why you can use the.
So what is the use of it? Like if you are not working with browser, then how you gonna do testing, and what is the use of headless browser and other things?
I think this type is browser is working very fast. Then no needed the test no needed the like a the browser.
Okay. Yeah. So you mean to say like
it's working is a not like a it is a like a web browser like Chrome and PC. It's a working in normal type of the coder.
Okay, that's fine. So you mean to say in simple word like HTML unit driver is a headless browser, which is useful for running our test cases without the use of browsers, right? So you don't have to see what all the things are going on, and it will save your time most of the time, right?
Right.
Okay, so consider one scenario. Okay. you have to type one text, okay. In the text area box, there is a one text area box, okay. You have to type text. So one is the Satish one, and then on the same text area in the next line you have to type Satish 2.
Okay.
So how can you do that? First of all, tell me, suppose you have one text area and you have to send the value of Satish 1. So
right, I got your question. You use the first of all find direct path, then use the send key. Okay. Is the first type you use the send key is provided by development system.
Okay.
Then second is the using the Java executor. If the case of the web driver is available, you can use the Java executor.
No. So my question is like, in a one go you have to type both the values like Satish 1, Satish 2. But Satish 1 will be one in first line in the same text area, and then in the second line you have to type Satish 2 on the same text area.
Same text will be inside.
No. See my question. Try to understand my question. Suppose you have one web page. Inside that you have one text area. Okay.
Okay. One text area, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about text area, not text box. Okay, so text area which is useful for address purpose, right? Where we can add more number of words rather than a single name and everything.
Okay.
You got my point? Yeah. So what is our requirement is, in the text area field I have to type Satish 1, and then in the same text area like we will hit enter, and in the next line again we have to write Satish 2. And we have one chance to do that. I mean, in a one go we have to type Satish 1 and Satish 2.
Same text box.
Yes, same text area. Yes.
I think I can buy using the send key.
So once you use the send key, so you are able to send only the Satish 1, right? So what about Satish 2 in the next line? How are you gonna do that? You are getting my point?
No, I'm not getting point proper. If I get, I will reply sure.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, no problem. Let me reframe in another way. Suppose you have one text area. Suppose you are writing your address. Okay. So what you do basically, you are writing your address like address line 1. Okay. Address line 1, and then you hit enter in the same text area, so that the cursor will move to the next line in the same text area, and then you will write address line 2, like that. I think maybe you are not getting question properly.
Yes.
No problem. So let me answer this so that you can then relate with this thing. Okay. So as you said, like we can use send keys. So definitely we will use the send key. But when we use send keys, then we will use like bracket, right? Opening bracket and close bracket. And we pass in double quotes whatever the thing we need to pass it, right? Then that particular
the double quotation and plus add the Satish 2 value, right?
Sorry.
Okay. Let me please.
Yeah, let me complete. Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's like we will use driver.send keys, and inside the bracket in double quotes we will use Satish 1. Okay. And I have to the Satish 2 line, Satish 2 text needs to be in the next line. So what I will do is I will use after Satish 1 for /n. /n is useful for new line. And then like I will write Satish 2, and in double quotes close, and then bracket close and semicolon. So with with the help of /n, you are able to write Satish1 in the same text area and then Satish2 in the next line in the same text area.
Okay, I understand that. I realize sometimes, but a little bit not understand your question.
Okay.
Because I using the system.println, we also be used the second further line. Okay.
Yes,
no,
but
no.
println is something for the console thing, right? We don't want to print console.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, no problem. But you like you now know this answer, right? Properly. Like if you want to somebody give you this scenario, then you will be answer this question properly, right?
Okay, I will share you this reply. Little bit is understand. I am not proper understand your question, so that's why I am not reply proper. But I know this situation.
Okay, no problem. So can you tell me how suppose you have one web form and you have to upload one file. So can you tell me how do you upload the file with the help of
Upload
script?
the file. Either using the first of all only XPath, and also the should be there is the file is the type is the file. Then will be used.
You will use XPath and then?
You will be use the XPath. Then also the level will the file is the type.
Okay, file type.
File type. Then will work. Then.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. Like you can use the XPath for the location purpose where exactly it is, and then you can also like when you click on that browse button for the uploading the file, right? So what you do the browse, and then once the pop-up window will appear, you just try to put the path, right, so that you can get the file, whatever the file is located in your system, right?
Right.
Yeah, so this thing can be done like based on like you can write driver.find element, and then with the help of by XPath you will pass the XPath of that browse button, and then you will use .send keys. So in the send keys, yeah, in the send keys you will
using the browse button type the equals to file.
Yes. So with the help of send keys, you gonna pass the
no. Only browse button type the equal to file. No using the pass button with this like.
But you have to upload also. You just
no. There is no needed.
So how are you gonna do that?
You can only XPath or button is the file type. Then will be once we execute this script, then you will be automatically upload the file.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, so can you tell me which reporting you are using, like Sense report, LO report, or by default report in the TestNG? What kind of report you are integrated in your framework?
Is the using the also the use the TestNG index.html report.
Okay.
And also the extend report of TestNG.
Okay. So like can you tell me another question, like suppose you are using the Maven, right, and you have to integrate with TestNG. So how you can integrate these two things, like TestNG XML file and the Maven? Is there anything which connect the integration of TestNG XML file with the Maven?
I'm not proper, but I would reply. Maven is the tool. You can use the provide the form.xml file. Then will be the dependency like the TestNG and the TestNG Selenium. You can add them automatically. Download the from server and will be able to use, not for the external download driver, and also is the features of the Maven.
So have you heard the name called Maven Surefire plugin?
Yes.
So yeah, that's what most of the time we use for integration of TestNG. I'm not saying like form.xml you have to write the dependency and all. I'm just asking like how we can integrate the TestNG XML with the Maven.
TestNG XML
Yes,
with
with
the
Maven. Yeah. So for that we have a Surefire plugin. I thought of expecting this answer, like for the integration. Most of the time, even I have used this thing for the integration of these two things.
Which style is the file you are using? Is your
So in, do you know the testng.xml file is there?
yes. Is execute the all is by classes and by method. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, I'm using.
Yes, you can run based on the method level. You can run parallel as well. You can write the suit as well.
Essentially, a lot of the providers is a grouping. Is a parallel execution. Is the parameterize is the parameter data giving the provide. Lot and annotation is the provide. Lot of features is the TestNG to provide.
Yes. So okay, that's fine. So you since like just remember that like for the integration of TestNG XML with the Maven, we have a Surefire plugin, Maven Surefire plugin. Yeah, for we can configure that and run the TestNG runner.xml file. Okay.
Yes.
So one more question in TestNG. Can you tell me, suppose you have 5 tests, okay, at the rate test annotation. Okay, and you have assigned the priority equals based on the alphabet. Okay, suppose you have 5 tests and the test is like test and then inside that you have assigned the priority is equals to A and then B and then D and then like the priority is like A, B, D and C and then E. So how my question is simple, is like how the how the priority is how the priority is working.
I think generally I use the priority is 1, 2 and default generally.
Okay.
But asking is alphabetically. I think you should be work as alphabetic numbering as assigned by as order of the alphabet.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what I just want to know, that like if I given the different order of the alphabets as a priority, then how it will work.
It will be work as a provide the alphabetic number. Suppose you provide the B and D and A. Suppose then when you will execute this priority, then we will execute the not the first define the D. Is the execute from A, B, D.